Hello and welcome. I'm Lindsay, the National Educator for Evan Healy, and I'm here today to share with you our autumn skin ritual. I'm joined by our incredible holistic estheticians, Jennifer Bertrand, Dorothea Johnson, Shirley Jo Aiken, and Joan Uemura-Schur. And they are going to walk us through some incredible techniques, including cleansing, 2 different facial massage techniques, mask, and even a sound bath, as well as our signature oil and water ritual. So you're truly in for a treat. And today we are honoring autumn skin, and the autumn equinox, the great harvest. So at this beautiful time of the year, the earth is so abundant with all of the joys that we can see, especially if you spend any time at the farmers markets, you can see the abundance that this time of year brings. And it always makes me so happy. So during this liminal season, our skin is going through transformation and adaptation, and it is adjusting from the summer months where we've maybe experienced a little bit too much sun or warmer temperatures, and we're moving in to the slower seasons where right now we're going to have the day and night and light and dark equal. So we're moving into this different period as it cools off. So our skin needs to adapt to these changes. So we're going to focus on some products that are a feast for the skin, which is truly symbolic of the harvest. And these nutrient dense remedies that we'll be using will help our skin adapt and adjust to the changing of the season as we welcome and usher in fall. So we will focus a little bit on our sanctuary collection. We'll be featuring our sanctuary serum, as well as our sanctuary nectar balm, which is a plethora of our most beloved oils. So it's incredibly nutrient dense and nutrient diverse. So these are going to be some of our favorite products to use right now. And our sanctuary collection is so incredible because it is created in honoring sanctuary for the earth, the world, our skin, and everyone. So $1 from each of these incredible bottles goes to support different human rights and environmental justice nonprofit organizations. At the same time that we're honoring this feast for our skin, this abundance that we're showing our skin, which is sanctuary for ourselves. We're also honoring sanctuary for the earth that supplies us with these incredible plant allies, as well as sanctuary for our ingredient suppliers, the stewards of the earth, these people that are bringing these ingredients to us, as well as the greater world at large, through our donation of $1 per bottle to these different organizations that change each month. So we will also be paying tribute to our replenishing rose drops, which is another beautiful nutrient dense product that we carry, featuring our Chilean rosehip seed oil, pomegranate seed oil, rose infused jojoba, as well as rose otto. So these are some of the joys that we're bringing to our autumn feast. And with that, I would love to bring on our next guest. Jennifer will kick us off with intention and cleansing. So welcome everyone to our autumn skin ritual.
Thank you so much, Shirley. I cannot believe we're heading into the last quarter of the year, but I'm happy for this chance to reevaluate everything, to step up my self-care and really do some grounding and root down in preparation for the hectic holiday season. I'm going to start by applying the first hydrosol. I'm using frankincense. It's so deep and earthy and grounding, and it's ideal for treating the skin after a season of sun exposure. So I'm really going to saturate about 25 to 40 sprays. And when we're layering these hydrosols with our oils and butters, it really helps rebalance the skin and reestablish the protective barrier. So now that I've started to prepare my skin for the facial ritual, I'm ready to set an intention. So the themes I'm thinking about right now are, how do I feel spiritually and emotionally nourished? How do I stay grounded and grateful and maintain consistent self-care when life gets hectic? The intention I have in mind for this ritual is, I am grounded in love and nourishment. Feel free to use this intention or set your own that you can connect back to along with your breath throughout this ritual. Let's spray a bit more hydrosol and get started with our cleanser. So I'm using the patchouli rose cleansing milk, which is my favorite pretty much year round, but especially this time of year, has the patchouli, which adds to the earthy grounding we're doing, and it introduces rose, which will carry through this entire ritual. So all of our cleansers are very concentrated. When you think you've added enough water, add a bit more water. It really just helps activate the cleansers. I'm gonna massage into my skin using slow rhythmic movements. If you feel yourself starting to rush and hurry, just slow it down, connect to your breath, connect to your intention. You can also add the replenishing rose drops as a booster. And this might feel very extravagant or wasteful. And I certainly wouldn't do that for everyday cleansing, but for a seasonal ritual, I think it's important to add as much nutrient-dense products onto your skin as possible to just really help prepare it for the next season. Make lots of palm contact and kind of do some extra work around any areas of congestion. Now we'll compress off. I like to concentrate around the nose because that's where my cleanser likes to hide out, and also a little bit along the hairline. Just make sure you get it all off so we're not pushing that into the skin once we start our massage. Now I'm going to finish up with more hydrosol. This is rose geranium, which is part of our balancing line, and it will really help stressed skin transition into the new season. So that is it for my part. Now I will introduce my friend Dorothea. I hope everyone has a lovely fall, and we'll see you back here in a few months for our winter skin ritual. Dorothea.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Jen. I am going to show you all a wonderful, relaxing massage. And it is wonderful because it's going to be very nourishing and very grounding for you as well through the autumn season, especially with all the things that are going on in the world today with this COVID season. So it's going to be very nourishing and grounding. And we're going to start with the rose geranium hydrosol. And I'm going to take my glass up here. I'm just going to spray. Several sprays. And as I inhale, I tell myself, this is very nourishing. I'm going to press it in. Then we're going to go ahead and start with the sanctuary balm. I'm going to put a little bit in my hand, about that much. Then I'm going to add in the sanctuary serum with the droplet. And then we're going to add in the patchouli shea butter. And you're going to make a wonderful, wonderful mixture. Hand's going to be pretty well mixed all the ingredients together. And you're just going to just start, just going to put it in and get it on your face. And once you get it on, you want to do the hydrosol again. And just take all of that in. It's very nourishing, very grounding. Then you want to just start your massage. You're going to go up to your chin and massage your chin, your jaws. Scissor the lips. Go up the nose, and do the forehead, circles, figure 8 on your temples. Kind of pull that skin up, hydrating on the. Just enjoy it, and as Jen said, just slow down and just take it in and take time for you. We'll do that again. I'm gonna do it one more time. Massage, and then I'm just gonna go down. The neck. And once you finish, you want to towel it off with a warm rag. Speak good thoughts to yourself. Tell yourself that you're good enough. Very nourishing and hydrating. And as I finish, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to, sorry, I can't see, to Shirley Joe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dorothea, for that lovely facial massage. I feel so relaxed now. Okay, so thank you. And today in our autumn ritual, I would like to draw upon the wisdom of Ayurveda, which teaches us to understand the larger nature rhythms and patterns of our world and our bodies and our innate connection to all of it. This is why I love Ayurveda so much. And as you may know, Ayurveda is a traditional healing system or science from India, and it's about 5,000 years old. And in Hindu tradition, it is believed that Tulsi is actually a goddess embodied in an herb. So it's pretty powerful. And our ancient Tulsi hydrosol is truly auspicious in every respect. It enlivens and invigorates and awakens and exhibits purifying and grounding benefits for the skin, for the respiratory passages, and also for the psyche. And because it's an adaptogenic herb, I really love using this hydrosol during the transitional period between seasons, just to support my body. And today I am going to combine the Tulsi hydrosol with our replenishing rose drops, which are a wonderful ally for sensitive skin, dehydrated, aging skin and also skin suffering with rosacea. And the combination between the two I find is so incredibly lovely. Tulsi and rose together is just so amazing. And I feel that it just cradles my heart and just cultivates a great sense of peace for me. So these two are so wonderful, which I'll be using today, along with a technique I would like to share with you. It's an Ayurvedic technique called marma facial rejuvenation. And it is marma points, really, if you don't know, are basically energy centers throughout our body. We have 107 of them throughout our body, and each center corresponds to different physiological functions within our body. And these channels or these energy centers can sometimes become blocked or stagnant. And by quickly stimulating and your marma points, you can really clear those energy channels. And so the energy centers that are marma points, some that are very common and well known are our chakra systems. So if you're familiar with your chakras, those are really just large marma points. And also right here, the third eye, this is also a very common and well-known marma point, but we have a lot more. And so I'm just going to focus on a few of them today that you can maybe incorporate into your skincare ritual. So I'm just going to go ahead and begin by spraying my face with Tulsi, taking a nice deep inhalation. So wonderful. And now I'm going to take a few drops of our replenishing rose drops. And you can use any of our nutrient-dense plant oils for this. And just put a couple drops in the palm of my hand. And I'm just going to make sure my fingertips have a nice amount of the rose drops. And I'm just going to begin by using my ring fingers. You can use any fingers you want, or sometimes people use the peace fingers, but I like the pressure here. And I'm going to begin by the nodes or the bumps on the back of the ears. And right here, I'm just going to make outward circles. And you can do maybe 5 to 16, up to 16 circles, depending on how much time you have. But I'm just going to do about 5 or 6 outward circles. And then I'm going to come up to the top of my ear right here on my scalp. And I'm going to do about 5 or 6 more circles. And this is really great for the function of the ear. If you have tinnitus or if you have vertigo, it's just really great and relaxing. And then I'm going to come up to my eyebrows up here, and I'm going to start on the outside corner of my eyebrows and just about 5 or 6 outward circles. This is so great for fatigue in the eyes, stressed eyes, and tired eyes. Also, if you have any conjunctivitis or any other issues going on with your eyes. Okay, right here at the very top of your eyebrows, at the point, come up and just do your circles. Outward circles, and then we'll come right under here. You'll find a little nook kind of underneath the beginning of your eyebrow, right in there. And we'll just go ahead and press lightly and just make some nice circles. And let's go right into the third eye now. You can also use the palm of your hand. There's a lot of energy there if you want, and just nice pressure, a nice 5 circles up to 16. Feels so good. And then right underneath the eyes. And now in this part, I like to just do about 10 pumps. So you can press down. And this really helps to stimulate the marma points gently and go along the orbital bone out towards the corner of your eye. And I feel that this really helps to just clear that lymphatic fluid. Okay, so now let's move right to the sides of the nose, right about, you'll feel kind of a little indentation, and this is really great for sinuses. So if you want to move in outward circles. And then come down right here in the corners of your nostrils, right in between the cheeks. So great for sinuses. If you're feeling a little run down or you have allergies. Such a subtle and simple thing to do, just to have nice, radiant, glowing skin and really help to give a boost to all of these corresponding areas in your body. Okay, now right underneath the cheekbones, you can come right up in here, and I like to just give myself a little pressure in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a really great place right here, is really just wonderful for all of the senses. It's a yogic point. It's wonderful. Okay, and then the corners of the mouth. Really great for metabolism. And then right in the center of the chin. And this is corresponding to our reproductive organs. One last spot is on the top of our head, right in the center of your head. Now this is great for the function of the mind. This is called adipati, and this is a very important marma point. I like to use the palm of my hand and just gently move it in about 5 to 16 circles. Great for insomnia, and also just for memory and cognition. Okay, and that is it. It couldn't be simpler. So I hope that you're able to incorporate some of these wonderful marma rejuvenation techniques into your autumn skincare ritual or your skincare ritual in general. And now I am going to pass things off to my lovely colleague, Joan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shirley. That was so good. I loved it. Okay, so in honor of our beautiful fall equinox coming up, and also the beautiful full harvest moon we have happening tonight, I'm mixing together both of our clays. So I have our beautiful French rose clay and our green tea clay. So just combining that into some immortelle hydrosol. So beautiful properties of both of these. So combining the detoxifying and the refining properties. And I also mixed in some of our amazing sanctuary nectar balm and a few drops of our sanctuary serum. Just giving a beautiful, nourishing component to this mask. I'm doing it a little thinner since we're just going to be leaving it on for a few minutes. You know, our clays are so intelligent that they know to only get rid of the dead skin cells. So this is a really beautiful way to exfoliate your skin without disturbing the acid mantle. And if we consider the Ayurvedic properties that opposites balance, so autumn is Vata, right? With schools back in session, it's windy, it's all about the mind. So opposite of that would be Kapha. So bringing in, you know, groundedness, oiliness, loving relationships, routine, and just that sense of stability, you know, all that good Kapha energy can really help to balance out the Vata of autumn. So I invite you to lay down now. We're going to just have a little mini sound bath while our clay is setting. Maybe take 1 or 2 hands to your heart center. Just take a few deep breaths right into the center of your heart. deep, nourishing inhales, detoxifying, grounding exhales, welcoming in the fall season, feeling into your own heart. Let the tones of the chimes lead you into the awareness and the beauty of the present moment. Last night, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt a marvelous error that I had a beehive here inside my heart, and the golden bees were making white combs and sweet honey from my old failures. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Now to remove our mask, let's resaturate it with hydrosol. We'll take our warm compress. Just removing that. Leaving your skin just toned, refreshed, and clean. I love, love, love our beautiful sanctuary nectar balm. And I think it's like the perfect answer to Vata season, right? It's got all these nourishing oils combined with the shea and also beeswax. And I'm going to add in just a little bit of the sanctuary serum to finish. Some Immortelle hydrosol. Just creating a beautiful, nourished, protected, glowing skin. I am grounded in love and nourishment. Let's have everybody come back together.
Thank you so much for all of your wisdom and healing energy. It was such a pleasure to follow you through this beautiful ritual. And I'm so grateful to call you my friends. Thank you everyone for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. So please feel free, if you follow along and rewatch our video, to substitute any products you like. Use any of our oil serums or any of our butters or clays or hydrosols to follow along with these new techniques that we're bringing to you, and use them to personalize your own skincare rituals. We just wanted to share some that were near and dear to us for this season. And so as we honor the autumn equinox, we honor the harvest, the great harvest, the abundance it brings, and our friendships. I would love to say thank you for joining us, and thank you, my friends, for making this so special. Have a wonderful equinox. Bye.